What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk to you about something a little unusual. It's called CERN. So somewhere in Europe, a bunch of scientists are trying to smash particles together. They've got this giant particle accelerator. It's 27 miles long and it's under the ground. And scientists are trying to accelerate particles and smash them together to essentially recreate the Big Bang. And their whole point is so they can observe like the origins of the universe. I don't care what the point is. I'm just like, can we not do this? Please, thank you. Honestly, people are saying that when they smash subatomic particles, they could create a tear in the fabric of time and space. You could rip a hole in the universe. It could literally shift us into a parallel universe, or it could create a black hole that just sucks us all into it. So these scientists are underground trying to collide particles. They're trying to recreate the Big Bang. You got these guys like,
yeah, so we can smash the particles and we can recreate the Big Bang.
I'm like, can we just knock it off, please? Just knock it off. Trying to recreate the Big Bang. That's God's hit song. You're ripping off God now? He's gonna be pissed. I bet you God is watching, like, trying to do the Big Bang. That's my thing. You're trying to do it? Oh, I don't know. Okay, if you guys mess up, if you make a mistake, I'm not helping. I thought I did a pretty good job, but apparently you guys think you know better. And, you know, these scientists, they say they're looking for something called the God particle. I'm like, look, I don't think God wants you looking for his particle. You know, he says, well, excuse me, that was my particle. Hands off. Goodness. Like, you know, next thing he's in a courtroom. So God, tell us when they touched your particle. Well, it was right after they tried to copy my Big Bang. I want justice. So these guys at CERN, right, they're trying to have this particle collision, but it's like, if they cause an accident, who covers this collision? Does Geico cover particle collisions? Are we going to see a commercial like, switching to Geico can save you 15% in this universe or the universe next over? And who's paying for this? You know we're paying for it. You know that we're paying for it. You know it's us paying for it. And we don't want to pay for it. If you ask us, so do you want to be a part of paying for the project that could potentially create a black hole and suck the earth into it? Would you like to use your taxes for that?
Oh yeah, sign me right up. That sounds fantastic.
You know, I was thinking we could use that money for schools and bridges. But now that I think about it, why don't we do the science thing that could potentially pull us into a parallel universe? Let's go with that. I don't know who these people are, but they just need to knock it off. Just knock it off. Like, can we just go back to the days when people had an apple falling on their head and that's how we figured things out? Do we really need to be smashing these particles and potentially ripping a hole in the fabric of time and space? There are a lot of people that say every time that they use the particle accelerator, it could potentially pull us into a parallel universe. It's a universe just like ours, but there are slight differences. And in quantum physics, it relies on the theory of parallel universes like this. So it's not far-fetched to imagine, hey, it could happen. Some people say that that's what the Mandela Effect is. And if you haven't heard about the Mandela Effect, man, I'm about to blow your mind, all right? So if you looked it up online, people would describe it as a collective false memory. It's when a bunch of people remember something from their childhood, but it turns out that's not actually true. But everybody really believes, no, that's what happened. So let's get into the Mandela Effect. All right, so here are some common examples of the Mandela Effect. In the movie Star Wars, Darth Vader says,
Luke, I am your father.
But actually, he never says that. If you watch the movie now, he just says,
no, I am your father.
You are not.
Let's keep going. In Star Trek, we all remember the line, beam me up, Scotty. He never said that once. That was never uttered in Star Trek. Check this one out. Looney Tunes. It used to be spelled Looney, T-O-O-N-S. Now it's Looney, T-U-N-E-S. Are you kidding me? First of all, Looney Tunes with two O's makes sense because it's cartoons, T-O-O-N-S. This new one is T-U-N-E-S. That's like iTunes. That's like music. Did we enter the Appleverse? Why the hell would they call it tunes with a U? Nobody thinks of it as music. It's a cartoon. It's not iTunes. It's a cartoon. All right? I don't want to be in the Appleverse. Look, I'm glad it's not the Dell universe, but Hey, small mercies, am I right? Let's move on to the next thing. Double stuff Oreos. In this universe that we're currently in, it's spelled S-T-U-F. Normally, it's S-T-U-F-F. Well, why would that be? Because that's how you spell stuff, with 2 F's. And if you're making a product called double stuff, wouldn't it make sense to have double F's? What marketing genius is like, actually, I think it'd be really cool if we just did like 1 F? That would be great. What are you talking about? Double stuff, double F's. Why not have the double, the double, the double? Get more double entendres. Get the double stuff with the double F's. Order a double. All I'm just saying is that it would only make sense to have it that way. The same way that it would only make sense that Looney Tunes is spelled with O's and not U-N-E-S. Come on, dude. I'm done with this. If this is the CERN people, they need to knock it off, dude. This is because we live here too. This is my universe. I don't want to be eating double stuff and wondering what the hell happened to that F. Let's talk about the next thing. The actress Sally Field. She used to be known as Sally Fields. A lot of people remember her name was Sally Fields. Now it's Sally Field. It's just one field. Where did the other fields go? I'll tell you where they went. They got sucked into a parallel universe. That's what happened because some guys like,
Well, we could collide the particles and we could observe the antimatter when we did.
It's like, come on, man. You're trying to play God. You should knock it off, bro. Knock it off. Since we're talking about Sally Field, let's talk about Forrest Gump. In the movie Forrest Gump, we all remember the line, Mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. Now the line is, Mama always said, life was like a box of chocolates. That doesn't make any sense. How could she say life was like a box of chocolates? Does that mean she's at the end of her life? Because that's from the perspective of someone who's on their way out or she's already gone. Life was like a box of chocolates, or she's on a dying bed like, oh, life was good. Life was like a box of chocolates. That doesn't make any sense. And if she always said that phrase, was she always at the end of her life? As long as you're living, it is what it is. It's not a was when you talk about the continued state of our existence in life. You cannot refer to it from a was if you're talking about a continuous thing. Life is grand. Life is beautiful. Life is like a box of chocolates. If you said life was grand, that means you're gone. Is your mother a ghost, Forrest? Was that the twist of the whole movie? Did M. Night Shyamalan write Forrest Gump and we just have no idea about that? Let's talk about the next thing, dude. Smokey the Bear. Now they call it Smokey Bear. Get the hell out of here. It's Smokey the Bear. Let's talk about this next one. Febreze. It used to have 2 E's and now it only has 1 E. Wouldn't it make sense to have 2 E's? It's like Febreze. Like, yeah, get those E's in there. Nope, now it's just 1 E. Let's talk about this next one. Fruit of the Loom. This one gets me every time because I specifically remember there was a weird basket and it's called a cornucopia. Now they're saying there never was a basket. I remember there used to be a basket because I would think that's a weird looking basket. It's a pointy little weird basket. And it looks like a basket of spilt fruit. So you're like, what happened here? Let's talk about this next one. The Berenstein Bears. Now they're trying to tell us that it's actually the Berenstain Bears. We all remember the Berenstein Bears. If it was the Berenstain Bears, we would have had so many jokes about that. Like, what kind of stain? People think what happened was that we used the particle accelerator and it pulled us into another universe. That's the Mandela Effect. That's why stuff is not the same. I just want them CERN guys to just knock it off. Why do they keep messing around? You know it's just some scientist who's trying to create some alternate universe where his wife didn't leave him for her boss.
Maybe we can create a new universe where she doesn't leave me.
It's over. She's gone. Look, I get it. It hurts, but she's gone. Don't keep messing around with your machine because you're messing around with our lives. You're messing with my Oreos. You're messing with my Forrest Gump movie. Don't you dare change that soundtrack. That's a great soundtrack. You know, there are some people that say at CERN it's not just about the research, they're actually trying to open up a portal to hell. I'm like, please don't. We don't need a portal. I'm living there, okay? Some people say that they're trying to open a portal to another universe, or they're trying to create a hole so they can have, you know, interdimensional entities entering through. They're trying to create like a gateway for interdimensional entities to come hang out over here, I guess. Like, but why, dude? What, like, who invited them? I don't don't want to be rude, but like, who invited the interdimensional entities? Like I say, there are a lot of people that speculate CERN could be up to no good. And you know, I would brush that stuff off, but it doesn't help that CERN has a giant statue in front of their building, and it's a statue of Shiva, the god of destruction, the destroyer of worlds. Yeah, thanks, CERN. That really puts us at ease that you guys are all doing the right thing. You've got the destroyer of worlds as your mascot. Look at their logo. It looks like 3 6s. It's 666 on their logo. If they really didn't want us to speculate, they wouldn't be doing stuff like this, having the Shiva statue, god of destruction. And there's a video floating around on the internet of the people at CERN doing a ritualistic human sacrifice. It's a mock human sacrifice, and it's online. You know, they're dressed up like Harry Potter witches, you know, and they're doing a mock human sacrifice. And when CERN got called out on it, they said, oh, it was a prank and it went too far. Who pranks people with a mock human sacrifice? Like, oh, we're totally gonna get Tony. All right, get the robes, get the knife. This is gonna be great. We're gonna prank him so hard. Oh, you should have seen your face. You should have seen your face. You totally believed that was a human sacrifice. We got you. It's like, yeah, I don't think so. It's just a little odd. Okay. So here's my solution. I want to go back to our old universe where things are normal. I don't want this Mandela business going around. So here's what I'm saying. All right, let's pack your bags, pack your stuff tonight. We're gonna grab all of our stuff and we're going back through the hole. We're going back to our original universe, and as soon as we get there, we're gonna patch up whatever hole that they made at CERN. We're gonna patch up that hole in the fabric of time and space. I don't care if we gotta get drywall. I don't care. We could go down to Home Depot. We could get some day workers to come down. They'll patch it up with some drywall too. That's all I'm saying, man. I just think it's wild to know that people could be potentially messing with our universe and messing with our reality, and we would just have no idea about it. So I'm trying to spread the news and say, hey, look out for these CERN guys. I'm concerned. All right. I say we go back to our original universe. We patch up that hole, and then we just go back to normal, have normal Oreos with Smokey the Bear and the Berenstain Bears, watch some Forrest Gump starring Sally Fields, and just go back to the good old days and say, beam me up, Scotty. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. So go ahead, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take it easy. And another thing, I bet in another universe, this video is going to get a lot more view counts. I can tell you that right now.